right, settle in, grab a drink, whatever you got to do. I got my coffee hot and ready. If you're catching the replay, no worries. We'll go back. We'll add the timestamps. We got quite a bit here, so we're just going to hop straight into it in just a moment. Settle in, settle in. All right. So if you're looking to make that move, you're looking to relocate, maybe Wichita, maybe one of the surrounding areas, you're in the right place. It all starts here. We've got 6 tools for you that you need to be using if you're thinking about making that move. We've got, three on the national level, 1 statewide for Kansas, and then we've got my personal tools that I've been working on for a little bit now. You got any questions, please drop them down below. We've got the Homebuyer's Rough Draft. This will be one of the tools we're discussing down below. Direct download, no signups. Click consume, you're welcome. But hopping straight into it, if schools are important, I've got 2 tools for you. These are both nationwide tools. This first tool is going to be the go-to tool. The second, I'm always going to suggest as an alternative for you in your research, but we'll show you what we're talking about. Pull this up right now. And that's going to be niche.com. We'll throw all these down below in the description as well. So niche.com, this is something that I've been pitching for probably 3-4 years now. What is good about them? They've got a number of lists that you can kind of look at, use for your reference. If you're looking to just go on the surface level, okay, whatever's number 1, number 2, whatever, you can do that. If you want to go into the weeds with this one, you can. It's definitely there. So we'll kind of show you what we're talking about. So like I said, niche.com, they've got plenty of different lists. The reviews are based on students. They're based on parents of students, teachers. These are all folks that are in the trenches. They are here and they've signed up. So they're in the program. This is a great tool. And I'll tell you right now, a lot of your other agents doing this stuff in this market and other markets don't know about these tools. We want to make sure you are getting the tools, the knowledge you need to make that informed decision, all right? Because for most of us, this is the largest purchase you're going to ever make, and I don't take that lightly. Neither should you. Now, that's why we're your number 1 relocation resource to Wichita, to the surrounding areas. Let me pull this list up, and this list is already live. Let me see. It was down here. Best school districts. They've got best K through 12, best colleges. We are going to access that 2026 best school districts in the Wichita area. Wichita being the metro area, front and center. Got to throw this out here at you. This is one of the reasons why we have done the research. We've procured the tools. As agents, we cannot steer you towards a particular area or steer you away. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but I've got the tools. So you can do your independent research, because at the end of the day, only you're going to know what ultimately works best for you and your fam. So hopping straight in there, we got the list. You can view the map. You got the map over here. Show you all of that. Let's close the map. And they've got their little list. They do it every year. Number 1, according to niche.com, Andover Public Schools. 2, Valley Center Public Schools. 3, Mays Unified School District. That list is there. Hop in, check it out. but we're going to click on Andover. So it's all here. Up at the top, you could find a school or a district in whatever area you're looking for. You got a little map showing you the city, their information, whether it's been claimed or not, the overall grade, and what grades they service, pre-K, K through 12, the area, the star rating, the reviews, and if there's any other kind of list they're on. And then you can click on all this stuff on the left, or you can scroll down in the middle and it'll take you down. So whichever. Now, click the full report card, the overall niche grade. You want to figure out how the grades are calculated. It's all there. We've got a snapshot of everything they're kind of grading on. Academics, teachers, clubs and activities, sports, resources, facilities, diversity, college prep, admin, and food. A little bit about the schools, Andover Public Schools in Andover, Kansas, 9,376 students. We're talking pre-K, K through 12. They give you that student-teacher ratio. We're talking 25 students to 1 teacher. And then they're going to give you the state test scores for math, for reading. You've got the website information, the contact information, the address, and any other rankings that particular school district is in. So that'll give you kind of an idea. You want to kind of dig in the weeds. It's there. They've got a little snapshot kind of showing you the school boundary lines for this district, where the schools are at, kind of giving you that idea. And then it's going to break down, hey, elementary schools. Do you want to see all 7 elementary schools? Middle schools, do you want to see those 3? Same for high schools. And then they get into your academics. They're showing off the reading. They're showing off the math. And giving you that idea what that average graduation rate's looking like, the average SAT, the average ACT, and what that admissions calculator is looking like. And you can, and this is all based, like I said, all the people that are in here, these are users of niche.com. So they're going to let you know, hey, the niche users from this school district are most interested in the following colleges. K-State, Wichita State, University of Kansas. And if you want to kind of more info, it's giving you all that information. It's what are these students wanting to study? It's breaking it down. It's telling you how many, and they've got a little list there. So if you want more information, if you want to jump in the weeds, you can. If you want to take it at surface level, hey, that's okay too. We get into the diversity of the students, how many students, free, reduced lunch. If you want to read more about that student-teacher ratio and against the average being 16 to 1, letting you know what that average teacher salary is looking like. Teachers in the first, in the second year as well. Finances, it's going into the nitty-gritty. Breaking everything down, what that overall grade is, the cost of living, good for families, housing, what that median household income looks like against the national, what that median rent and that median home value looks like against the national. That rent and those home prices are going to fluctuate. So just kind of take it with a grain of salt. You want to read more, it's there. The reviews are all in here. Get in there, check this stuff out. I would say it's just one more tool in your toolbox. If schools are important, take it with a grain of salt. Their situation might be a tad bit different than yours, and that's okay. But it's definitely a good place to start, especially if you're not local. Now we'll hop into the next one. That was just That's niche.com. So get in there, check it out. This is one I'm always this is the go-to for me. I'm going to let folks know, hey, here, check this out. You'll always hear me say according to niche.com. The next tool, if you want something else, GreatSchools.org. And it's a great tool too. If you're wanting to compare, say you want to check niche.com, check that against GreatSchools.org. It might be just a little bit different, but it's breaking it down. Schools, top rated schools, districts, neighboring cities reviews. Hop in there, school names, the level, the type. You got an address, you got a city, you got a zip code. Hop in there, check that stuff out. It's going to give you the top rated schools in the city, the districts. So Wichita on top, Derby, Mays, Andover, Hayesville, Circle, your neighboring cities, reviews. And that's pretty much it. So if schools are important, these two here are great tools. Like I said, these are nationwide tools. I'm not signed into either one of these. I'm not affiliated with any of these, but you need to be able to do your research. Like I said, at the end of the day, only you're going to know what works best for you in your situation. So make sure, do me a solid. If you got any questions, drop them down below. We are going to hop into the next tool. So for me, when folks are reaching out, it's usually these are the top two concerns. Schools. Is this area safe? I don't want to be in a high crime area, and yet again, can't steer you towards, can't steer you away, but I can most definitely give you the tools so you can do your research. Now, this next one, LexisNexis Community Crime Map. So we're going to zoom on out, and this is nationwide. So no sign up on this. There'll be a little disclaimer up front. You'll hit continue, and it's going to show you the United States. It's going to be kind of a heat pressure map, kind of if you see particular areas, there might be like gray, a light red, to a darker red, to a dark red. So that's giving you a little bit of information on that. Now, before you come in here, start judging. Check your area, check your own backyard. So got the option up top. You can enter a city, you can enter an address, you can enter coordinates. We've got map, satellite. You want to click and drag, you can do that. Zoom in, zoom out. That is also an option. We got the filters right here. It's going to be broke down. They call it events. So these are going to be the various types of crime. There's like 35 different crimes. And that'll light the map up with those little symbols. So refer to the legend here. And you can break that down. Let me see real quick. Filters. You can, all right. So we got events. You can do buffers from 500 feet to 5 miles. Do you have a particular time frame if you're thinking about a date range? And then from events into the offenders. Now, with the events, they're not going to give you the nitty gritty, the fine details. It's kind of like cops. They got to protect the identities of the victims, what have you. Now, they've got the offenders. You know what offenders I'm talking about. You can put that in there too. And that information is disclosed. Agency layer, if you're looking for like density map. And then we have agency layers. So with agency layers, we're talking zip codes, we're talking Wichita schools, we're talking police bureaus, beats, any associations, your neighborhood associations, homeowner associations, your council districts. So Let's say you want to, hey, I'd like to know what the zip code, where the zip codes are, where those boundaries are. And the color here is just to differentiate the various zip codes. So, and it's going to be pretty basic here. So like, we'll just click this one here, zip code 267, 265, nothing crazy. If you're wanting to, say, use that filter with maybe the schools, you can do that. I kind of find with the schools, like, you can see it, but with some of these, like, it might be a little difficult to see. So maybe if schools are important, we'll turn the zip codes off, and we've got all those. So like, we'll zoom in here. Come on now. Zoom in here. So this very basic, kind of generic, but it gets the job done. Wichita Schools, Southeast High, gives you the address, gives you the type, whether it's elementary, it's middle school, it is high school. So zoom on out. And that's going to give you an idea kind of where those Wichita schools are sprinkled in. Maybe you want the bureaus. So these are going to be the police patrol bureaus. So Patrol West, Patrol North, South, East. You want to light that map up, you most definitely can. Go in there. You want to add the events, you want to add the offenders, all that stuff. This is going to give you a better idea. If you don't have feet to the ground, you don't have wheels to the ground. And like I said, guys, this is a nationwide tool. So worst case scenario, you decide, hey, you know what? Wichita ain't for me. You can still use niche.com. You can still use greatschools.com, LexisNexis Community Crime Map. There's no sign up, and it's all free. So get in there, check these tools out, because you need to do your homework. We want to make sure at the end of the day, if you've got questions, if you've got concerns, you need them addressed. Now, do we got any questions? If you got any questions, drop them down below. This is just but one reason why we are your number one resource. You need to be reaching out. Call, text, email, DM, whatever you got to do to get those questions answered. Morning, noon, early evening, guys. Weekends, I got you back when relocating to Wichita and the surrounding areas. I've got my Homebuyers Rough Draft QR code down below. Scan that. I've got the link down below. And give us a like. Let us see your questions, and we'll move on to the next. So you've got the 3 national tools. Now we're going to go to the state level. This next tool is going to show you how to get around. We're talking Kandrive, the KC Metro, Wichita, a statewide look. So if Kansas in general is on your mind, most definitely a great tool. Even KC. But pull it on back to Wichita. All right. So we've got the layers over here on the right. As you see, this is going to let you know. Look at the legend here. Going to let you know. We've got the traffic speeds, if there's any icy spots, if it's partially covered, with ice, what have you. The weather radar. This is a good little tool. A lot of folks don't know about this. We can do the satellite view. We can do the map view. All right, so if there's any incidents, this is kind of the default stuff selected. To my knowledge, no crazy weather today, just a little colder. So we'll click that off. We'll click the weather off. We're not worried about any winter driving. So this is going to let you know if there's any incidents on the road, any accidents, any stalled vehicles. We're not seeing anything right now. It's looking all right. We'll click that one off. Construction, letting you know. You want to click on it. It's going to show you. It's even showing you some of the relevant traffic cameras for those areas, what that speed limit's looking like, what that width limit is for your truck. Give me a second. All right. If there's any planned construction, and you can pull that up, or if you don't want to keep messing with this, you can just kind of hover over it. It'll show you too. So January 5th, we've got 135 northbound, bridge closed. We got some long-term construction. Follow the recommended detours. And that's letting you kind of know where that stuff's at. Got the traffic speeds on. We'll turn that off. Now we got the electronic signs. Obviously, the grayed out ones, they don't have messages or they're not on. You want to see what that looks like? Hover over it, click on it. It's going to let you know what it looks like, what's on there. Let me know down below. Do we got any questions? How are we doing? Do we need to slow down? We'll turn the signs off. We'll turn the cameras on. And those cameras go, east to west, north, south, all around, down into Derby. We've got parts of Andover, kind of bordering on Bel Air, along 135 for Park City. And we got some spots kind of close-ish to Mays. We'll show you. We'll show you one on Kellogg. We'll show you Armor. We'll show you this one. All right. So we've got this pulled up. This is a live cam. This, what you want to see here. One sec. Let me move. Move on over. All right. So what you're seeing here is from the traffic cam, you see eastern, southwest. So it's just above here. It's straight up. You'll see what that name is. US 54. This is Kellogg. This is 400. And it's going to let you know when it was last updated. This was last updated at 10:22. This was 2 minutes ago. Traffic's moving. You want to see maybe what traffic's looking like over on K96? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll show you out west. Let's show you over by Mays. And this is another one of those tools. Jump in and you can use it. You don't got to sign up. It's nothing like that. But these are great tools if you don't have boots to the ground, if you don't have wheels to the ground, because you're seeing how this stuff is working. You are seeing, if you're coming out here, what your commute could potentially look like. So, and this is another one of those sleeped on tools not a lot of people know about. We can jump over here. Let me move on up. See that little arrow there? We'll click that arrow, take you to the next camera. So this is Tyler. So this is Mays, Tyler. So it's heading back east. Airport. And just keep tabs on that time. It's letting you know. But this is a great tool. This is giving you an idea what it's all looking like. That one's down. Southwest Boulevard and West. We had some crazy weather roughly about 6 months ago. We had quite a bit of rain. We had some flooding. I was helping a client relocate from New York, and it was closing day. And it was just crazy raining outside. We got there and they closed on their house, and there was so much rain. And I actually had used these cams to help my wife. She was out west, and there were spots where it was just flooding like crazy. Just kind of getting an idea with some of these cameras, like how the traffic's moving along, what have you. So, I mean, even if you're local, these are great tools. But that's giving you an idea. This is Kellogg. We'll show you. Yeah, we can show you, say 135. So this is 135 over at 53rd. It's going to be another one of those ways. 135 being one of the major ways to get around Kellogg. Let's see if we can show you 96. Let's see if we got our camera. K96 at 21st. So this is 96 at Webb. So 96 kind of like loops. This is going to put you close to all the great East Wichita shopping, all the advanced medical, a lot of that kind of stuff. '96 at Rock, at Woodlawn. But this is a great tool. Great tool. Let's see. Yeah. This will give you an idea. Maybe you want to take a look over by the turnpike. So this is going to be your resource on the state level. This is Kansas. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Drop your comments down below. Any questions you have. Also, what your thoughts are on that. We want to There's quite a few of these cameras out. Maybe you're wanting to look, maybe you're thinking, say, Derby, or you're thinking Andover. I'd like to see a few more of these in the other suburbs as well, because this would be nice to see in some of the other ones, say Hayesville, Goddard. I mean, even Andover, Bel Air. I mean, Park City. The ones for Andover, I mean, really are Kellogg related or Turnpike. So, but now you've got the nationwide tools. Now you've got the state level tools. Now the next two tools are going to be more so folks that, hey, I'm in here. This is what I want. I'm thinking Wichita. I'm thinking the surrounding areas. These are going to be specific to me. These are tools that we've put together. And so at this point, you want to save these tools. Like I said, niche.com, greatschools.org, LexisNexis Community Crime Map, and Kandrive. So we've got tools for those looking on the national level. We've got tools for those looking on the state level. Now we're bringing it down to the local level. Let me bring that in. Hot off the presses, we picked these babies up yesterday. That link down below is this book here. This has been kind of a labor of love for a while now, living, breathing, and this is taking you through it, guys. It's taking you through it. My home buyer's rough draft. Tell you a little bit about myself. Having those conversations, got to have the money conversation, the compensation disclosures, but this is setting the foundation, gang. Understanding your motivation. This is your why. Other than the obvious, hey, I need a place to lay my head, right? Why are you wanting to buy this place? Are you looking for a fresh start? Are you looking, maybe it's a new job, to be closer to family, for that matter, maybe further away. School for you, for the kiddos. What's it look like? So, setting the foundation. You don't have to be ready right now. I've been telling folks this forever and a day. We do a lot of relocation. We do a lot of first-time home buyers, and just getting in front of it. We've got that same set of common questions, common concerns. So we're just outlining it, and we're giving it to folks. Understanding what the motivating factor is. Have a rough idea of time frame, of budget, and listen. It's all subject to change. That's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be ready today, 30 days from now, 96 months, whatever. But setting that foundation is ultimately going to put you in that best possible position moving forward. And just going through some of the other fine details, type of home. And, are we talking single family, regular home? Are we talking multifamily, condo? What is it? What's it look like? Size, layout? I tell folks all the time, listen, download this. Sit down with that loved one, that significant other, that family member, that trusted friend, or if it's just you got to take this serious. The largest purchase most of us ever make. So get in here, figure this stuff out. With the size, the layout. You got any preference on location? Do you have a preferred area? Do you have a kind of proximity to work? Hey, I only want to be, say, 5-10 miles away, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. What's it look like? We don't make assumptions here. Everyone's situation is different. And, just getting into the specifics of everything, what those preferences are, how, if proximity to schools, amenities, all that stuff, if that matters. Is there any specific features you need? What are you looking for? What's it look like? Yard size, garage. Do you need a detached garage? We're dealing with that right now. Got one looking for acreage. Wants an attached garage. Wants a detached shop garage. We've got another one looking for something zero entry, no stairs. She wants granite countertops too. Okay. Anything else we need to know about what that current situation is looking like? I'm getting it all backwards. Do you currently own a home? Do you got to sell that home to get into the next home? Or can you buy this one and then sell the current one? Are you renting? Do you got a lease? When's it, just the nitty gritty. If you're thinking about breaking a lease, please, 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 please read the fine print before breaking a lease. Make sure you got that contract. Check that stuff out. Then that next little page, just kind of breaking down what you need to be considering. These items here are all items that you need to be aware of. You need to budget for. With a lot of my first-time home buyers, my down payment. It's more than just a down payment. Down payment, closing cost. This is funds to close. There's also going to be some items you got to pay for once you go into contract. And I can't tell you how many times we're in situations where, you don't know what you don't know, whether it's your first time or it's been a long time. Your earnest money, this is your deposit going towards your funds to close when we close, your home inspections, your appraisal. And we're just giving folks the heads up on that. Focus. Just breaking all that down. And just that general overview of the home buying process, A to Z, cliff notes. And then we kind of get into some of the other stuff we'll be kind of touching on real quick. And then we have the home buyers, the worksheet. So these are the actual questions we're going to ask you. Your agent should be asking you when it comes time to do that consult. Got the QR code. The worksheets also in the book. Fill it out. That's what this is for. Just contact information and reiterating some of those things we've already touched on. Your current living situation, your estimated budget, your time frame, the fine details, beds, baths, all that good stuff. Any other kind of wants, any needs, any other considerations that we need to be thinking about. And next steps, schedule the appointment, thank you, and outlining like immediate next steps. So with this, like I said, we just kicked this one out yesterday. So we got a small little print going. We're not gatekeeping here. This can be scary, especially if you are relocating, like some of you are looking at doing. It can be scary. You're not moving down the street. You know what I mean? And this is just something we need you guys to be thinking about. Something that it can be a slog to get through. It can be stressful, but we find putting you in that best position ultimately with the tools, with the knowledge, is going to set you up for success. It's more than just hopping on the camera. Oh, hey, here, 6 things you didn't know, and oh, you no, wait, we want you informed. We're not fear mongering here. We need you empowered. We're not looking to scare anybody, and we're not looking to slam somebody in a house. Because at the end of the day, it's got to work. It's got to work for you. We want you for life. It's not it doesn't end at the closing table. So, like I said, I've got the link down below. We got the QR code. There's no sign up for this stuff here. Download it, consume it. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Now, these next 2 items, I've really kind of just combined into one thing. And let me hop back real quick. Hey, let me know. Drop those questions down below. What are your thoughts so far? What's your favorite tool? Is it niche.com? Is it GreatSchools, LexisNexis, Kandrive? Let me know. I know it's early. I need a vibe check. How are we doing? Are we doing okay today? Chasing my water with coffee. Let's check the comments. We got any comments? All right. Back to it. Okay. We will jump back. And we're back to it. Let me move on over. All right, so these next 2 tools, these are, for transparency. You got to sign up for this stuff. This has been kind of a labor of love as well. So the QR code for this is the Wichita Home Blueprint. This is my online community. We've got resource. We're in the resource tab right now. Home Buyers Boot Camp. We do weekly coffee hours. The resource index. We've got all of these tools that we've been working on. We've been adding. We got it broke down before you buy. Got the home buyer's rough draft, the roadmap. That same roadmap I just showed you. We've kind of combined some of these tools, but if you want maybe just one or the other, it's there. Relocation checklist, buy versus rent calculator, home ownership budget planner, and let me show you cost sheet walkthrough. We sit down, shoot a screen share, breaking stuff down. I've got the mortgage application. This is using one of my lenders. This is the video, I believe. Oh, man. All right, maybe not. Guess we got to go through here and clean up some links. Let's see. We'll pull up the classroom. Move on back. Get ready to buy. So your humble beginnings. Hopping in here. Like I said, we don't gatekeep. You do got to sign up for this, but this is something that's we've been working on, and it's a living, breathing thing. So kind of just getting yourself ready. What this all looks like, kind of your reality check, your credit fundamentals, getting ready, what it looks like. Obviously, I'm a realtor. I'm a real estate agent. I'm not a lender. I'm not a credit specialist. I got to throw that out there. But you don't have to be ready like right this second with your situation. If you are needing help, we've got people. My lender, JJ Weir with Nexa Lending, excuse me. If it's something a little more basic, if you're needing help, just kind of setting that plan up. Just basic credit, basic credit building, fixing, whatever. That's always an option. If we got to bring out the big guns, we got that too. We've got a credit specialist. And throwing that information, hey, You can pull your credit report for free once a year on this website. Like listing what this stuff means, what you need to be thinking about, what you need to be doing, specific moves, understanding some of this stuff. If you want to get into the nitty gritty, you most definitely can. We'll go back. Relocating, all those tools, doing the prep work, reaching out, taking the rough draft, turning it into a fine-tuned game plan, getting into all that. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer, what that looks like. We're going through doing the homework, the reach out, all that other stuff. The financing, what that looks like. Why getting pre-approved before you start showing homes matters. We got the little video here. This is our lender.
I am
literally
joined today by
going through his mortgage application. He is filling out his own mortgage application. So we're not here to assume, hey, if your first time, okay, we'll show you how to do it. No need to be embarrassed. There's no such thing as silly questions. Ask them. That's what we're here for. If it's me, if it's the lender, kind of the do's, the don'ts. Got that video here with his partner going through the do's and don'ts. Don't quit your day job. No large withdrawals, no large deposits. We don't want to assume. This is, a lot of this stuff you're probably thinking, well, no duh. I promise you, we've went through this stuff. And that's why it's here. We've had situations where someone's forgot, oh, hey, I forgot I defaulted on my student loans. Okay. And, at the end of the day, it's your call who you use for your real estate agent, your lender, your home inspector, all of that. But who you pick matters. That's why we have our team. And that's why I'll show you in a minute. But the idea of what we're doing here is more than just YouTube videos. It is a complete ecosystem, a comprehensive system. So, giving you clarity, giving you information, giving you tools. We're breaking everything down. We got video if you want to watch that. We got downloadables, understanding your options, your loan options. I have to reiterate, hey, I'm not a lender. I'm a realtor. Inspection period, breaking that stuff down, types of inspections, negotiating repairs, There's no such thing as a perfect home, common mistakes, what to expect, different types of inspections, It is all there. What those next 30 days looks like after you close. Like I said, we're here. Our relationship doesn't end at the closing table. Hopping into your home maintenance, protecting your investment. This is your investment. Think of it like a forced savings account. This is something that you're going to have to keep up with. It's not a set it and forget it kind of deal. Some money moves that you should be thinking about after you close, staying connected. And naturally, most folks that buy homes don't stay. That's not your forever home for most folks. And that's all right. Whatever happens in life, those situations, it's typically getting married, having kids, getting divorced, kids moving out. I mean, there's so much. And naturally, most folks naturally become home sellers. and we are working on putting that out there, getting that together as well. We've got another kind of similar home sellers rough draft, working on going through some courses, getting all that together. So we've got downloadables, we've got courses, we've got videos, we've got the weekly coffee hours, and this is something where you could be as hands off or involved as you want. There's really no catch beyond signing up. It's all here, all in one place. We deal with locals. We deal with folks looking to relocate, breaking that stuff down. Hey, breaking down, the various parts of town, what this stuff looks like, restaurants, amenities, what have you. Showed you the resource tab. We got the tab for Wichita. We've got the tab for the suburbs, Derby, Andover, so on and so forth. And with some of this stuff here, I can kind of freely show you some more stuff that I can't necessarily show you on the other platforms. Some of the secondary footage that we've shot, for like Andover here. So like showing you some of that. Let me see, I got that. A 5-second clip. We're not going to throw that up online. But this is giving you an idea what some of this stuff looks like in a little more detail, some of the amenities of the area, showing you kind of Andover Central Park, the amphitheater, Teradyne Country Club, what have you, just examples, what some of this stuff looks like. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the amphitheater here. And we will hop over real quick. We got kind of carried away, a little long-winded. I'm sorry, gang. We're going to hop over to my last topic. Let me my VIP client program. So the idea being, this is another one of those things all the time. We get folks, do you have a plumber? Do you have a roofer? XYZ, all that good stuff. Let me zoom this out, show you. There we go. Sorry about that. But this is my self-sponsored program, kind of a value add for my folks. This is putting our local network of pros in your pocket, on your phone, on your computer. There's a website, an app. It's all in one place. And you got to sign up for this. This is another one of those things, but we have our local network just front and center. And the idea, like overall, being we're elevating your home buying, selling experience in Wichita and the surrounding areas, with all of these tools. This is a comprehensive ecosystem, like I said, and it's all here at your fingertips on demand. Saturday night, midnight, Sunday afternoon, it's all there. So we'll click on Premier Comfort Solutions. All right. We'll click on this one here. This is one of our HVAC guys. So once you sign up, you've got all this in front of you. You click on one. It's going to let you know name, logo, what they're offering, and how you redeem it. A little bit about them. Email, website, phone number. Now for location is typically going to be either an office location or a service area. So pretty straightforward. But all of that's there. But wait, there's more. And the company we partnered with for this program, they partner with many national companies. And for both on the local, on the national, it's not just real estate related. There's all kinds of stuff in there. We've got photographers, we've got butchers, auto glass, home glass, and you might recognize some of these national companies that they partner with. We're talking hotel rooms, we're talking car rentals, paint. They do monthly giveaways. You just go in here, you enter your email in the raffle for Amazon, for Starbucks. Just a kind of a hodgepodge of different things. And this is another one of those things that is living, breathing. We're adding more all the time. And this is one of those things, it's real value. Like, I've had those phone calls at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, emergency calls needing a plumber. Or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we need a HVAC person, And the idea being, hey, you don't even got to reach out. Just like everything else, though, you got options. You don't have to use who we suggest or who's in the system, but it's definitely a great place to start. We've got several pending vendors as well. We've got an appliance repair company. We're talking to a sewer scope company, sprinkler company. And we plan on adding more as we kind of go along. But this is adding true value, guys. This is more valuable than a gift basket, a bottle of wine, what have you. But let me know down below, what was your favorite tool? We've given you tools on the national level, on the state level, and on the local level. Let me hop back on over here real quick, see if we got any questions. Any questions? Questions? Questions. We are multi-streaming. All right. No questions. All right. We're throwing quite a bit at you, so I'll plug the tools real quick. Plug those tools. Now, do we want here, I'll just throw what was used for all of those. We'll share those tools real quick with you. All right. Give you moments to snag those. I'll throw them in the description as well. But take a moment, check that stuff out when you get a chance. I will. There we go. That's better. That's looking a lot better. So this is everything in a nutshell. Like I said, national, state, local levels. Got my home buyer's rough draft QR code, bottom left. The link is also down below. You want to join the Wichita Home Blueprint, bottom right. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys don't have any questions, I think I might just let you get back to your Saturday. But I appreciate you all being here. We'll give you a moment, ask your questions. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. All right, no questions. But this is it, guys. This is our 6 tools. This is how we are able to elevate your home buying, home selling, your relocation experience to Wichita and the surrounding areas. That's why we're the #1 resource. You need to be reaching out with your questions. Call, text, email, DM, whatever you got to do. Morning, noon, early evening, guys, weekends. I got your back when relocating to Wichita and the surrounding areas. Let me know. Like I said, drop them down below. Did you get some value out of this? Got any questions, any concerns? What was your favorite tool? And I mean, worst case scenario, you spent a little bit of your Saturday with me. If Wichita isn't a fit, you've got some tools on the national level. Niche.com, GreatSchools.com, LexisNexis Community Crime Map. No signups. Nationwide. Get in there. You got to do your homework. Like I've been saying for a while now, you can't 100% go off of what someone you're watching online is saying. You got to do that independent research, myself included, because only you're going to know at the end of the day what works best for you and yours. So that's going to do it. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out. If you got any value, like, comment, subscribe. Maybe share this with somebody that needs to see it. Maybe it's not you. That's okay. But get in here. Check these tools out. You need to do your research. Grab your copy of my home buyer's rough draft. There's no sign up for that. And this is going to help you. The rough draft, the online tools, you're going to be able to start setting your foundation, dialing in your move. And all of these tools together, we pair the web tools with the ebooks, the books. And if you're needing that next level, Level 2, we've got Blueprint. That's optional. VIP client program, optional. But they are great tools. This is giving you that next level experience. So, anyways, appreciate you guys spending your Saturday morning with me. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out. Always here, always a resource. And we'll catch you all back here in the next one. Take care, guys.